Flea market parking. Alrighty. Well, it's not really a flea market, but it is a flea market. This is one of those really, really large rummage sales. I think this is the last one of the spring/early summer season. Well, we'll see how this goes. Looks like there's already a lot of cars here. I'll show you guys around a little bit. It's all these tents. It's not the Avian rummage sale. This one's actually in Broadheadsville, Pennsylvania. It's, I think, Queen of Peace. That's what I think it's called. And I'll show you around. I don't know if they'll let us in early, so there's a main center, and I'll talk a little bit about this. A little bit different. But we're here.
Red SUV parked
yeah,
on
I
the
see
right
it.
side.
Yep.
Right next to that one.
All right. Well, there's a decent amount of cars here so far. This gets really, really busy. Oh, somebody has a Hulken bag. You know they're serious, they have a Hulken bag. Oh, I pretty much got one of the last spots here. Alright, so before I get sidetracked with all my companions here. Oh yeah, one year I got stuck because I went all the way that way. Had to go around one of these trees/bushes. Anyway, they have all these tents, and each tent has a different thing. So one might be furniture, another one is all sporting goods. The best one I know is definitely the bargain bin. And every other year it's always been 3 for $1. This one has all frames. And then they have a main area where they have all like their better stuff. That opens at 8. But this all used to open up at 7. It's now 7:10 and it's not open. There's the sporting goods. This is where I went last year first. They have clothes up here, which is nice.
Didn't your mother come? Yeah, what color? Yeah, okay. Look at this thing.
So everything here is 3 for $1. I'll probably come back later in the video, later in the day. Not seeing anything I really want. Got this Harley hat looking thing. A whole bunch of marbles. There you go. $17 at Disney Park. Wow. That was broken. Alright, so I got my first batch of stuff. I gotta get over here, it's closed. I'm running very fast, like someone's gonna run out of nowhere and get to these clothes first. Let's see what we got. A whole bunch of skateboards. I don't know much about skateboards, so I can look. There's no clothes. They're all actually, nope. They're all newer clothes. So, one for me. Got a whole bunch of golf stuff over here. I don't see any Scotty Camerons. I don't see anything that I really need over here. Most people are looking at fishing.
Okay. Okay, good. Okay, bye.
All right, so I got a couple things. Kind of a quiet crowd today. I don't know why. There's not really a lot of people here. Maybe I'll cut through that way. So that has all the electronics, music, video games, stuff like that. It's all in that tent. They're not opening up, I think, until 8 or so. Putting my bag back. I walk over this way. So they don't open until 8. The problem with that is the inside also opens at 8. The inside has all the clothes, but you can't bring a bag inside, and I've learned that through the last 3 years. So, learning from experience, put the bag away. All right, I just went through all these boxes, all those boxes over there. More to my left. Literally went through every single box, and the boxes on the ground. And this is all I got. I think there's 3 or 4 items. I don't think I've seen one vintage shirt. One thing previous to 2010, maybe 2005. I've seen one sweater that was a vintage sweater. I don't know what's going on. Sort of their collector area, college up top. Sort of Snoopy item. There's our Speedway stuff. I've had this in the past. It hasn't sold as well as I thought it would. There might be something Magic the Gathering, Arena of the Planeswalker. Give that a look. I think these are the older turtles. Can't tell. Plasticville, cigar boxes, like newer action figures. These guys might be older. These I think are $5. Think about this one. It's crazy what these jackets probably cost at Kohl's or wherever someone bought these. Under Armour jacket. Like this North Face. What did that thing cost? I have to stop hoarding clothes for myself. But like, if I was in high school or something, I wanted something like this. Get here for $5 or $6. Sure beats going to a store and spending $60 for that thing. It's a nice looking jacket. Yeah, like all these things probably cost a ton of money. Vintage Adidas jacket. That's actually probably the oldest piece I've seen today for any kind of apparel. That's crazy. Take you over here to the furniture section, which I don't think I've ever even been in. I guess that's their garbage bin. Scrap piles over in the corner. How much is the galvanized pen? $25. Pretty much everything's like $25, $35. This thing's in rough shape. I don't know what they want for that. $25. This is $100. That's $35 if you want to give a speech. Never really anything for furniture, regardless of where I ever go for furniture. I just never find anything that I even want or need. Kind of have just been running the same furniture my entire life. This is the toy section. It looks kind of crowded. I know people are waiting in line for this place.
It's broken. Don't worry about it. I'll fix it when I get there. I know that's the part.
I don't need more ducks. It's actually, this is $5. It's got a lot of glitter ones. Those are too small anyway. Stuffed animal prices. Extra small, 10 for $3. Small, and 3 for... Wait, small is 5 for 3. Medium is 3 for 5, and the large ones are 2 for 6. I don't know how you know what the difference between
Good and poor decision.
an extra small and a small is. I guess those are extra small and those are small. Those are medium. Now you play the guessing game. There's also... There you go. You get the dog outfits, everything. English setter. English setter. Apologize if anyone out there has an English setter. Heated pad. They got everything and everything. Kind of have to get her a new harness. But I'm not seeing harnesses. Cable ties? No, I don't do that. Alright. So I got a couple goodies today. They actually have a flea market. I don't know what's going on with this year. It's so different. There's not as many people here. This flea market usually has probably 3 times as many vendors. There's only 3 or so. That person's selling a lot of ducks. I call them Jeep ducks. But I have literally a bag of them. I don't even use them.
Hello.
You have your store open every day? Tuesday through Saturday. Yep, and 11 to 6. So we were able to scoot out here early and we got some good deals.
I don't know what are all these. Are they all Look magazines?
A walk-in and a walk-in.
Just one?
I
I think that's what they are. $19.45. That's not Look magazine. I see Look, and I think they're all 19. Oh, might be some goodies. Just thinking to myself, I didn't see a lot of mason jars or bottles or any kind of glassware really, but I remember it was inside where all the clothes were. There's a room called Past to Present, and it was so jam-packed with people that I was like, I might have to pass on that one. They don't usually have bottles, but they have, like, you know, your farmhouse primitive kind of stuff. Once in a while you have a couple antiques mixed in there, your Depression glass, carnival glass, pottery. It's kind of all crammed into like a little, I don't know, like a lunchroom. It's very small, but it was a great day, beautiful day. We'll see if we had any yard sales on the way back. All right, I have no idea who this is. Is this a Chelly Wright or Chetty Wright? I felt awkward, and then I was like, well, it's 50 cents. I'm not going to sit here and try to Google whoever this person is, but I'm going to go ahead and say it's probably an artist of some sort. If not, it's a hat for 50 cents. Stopping at yard sales. They had a whole, I don't know if you can really see it. It's right by the garage. They have a whole, like, kind of, it's a whole table of hats. All of them were like $5, but there was like 6 that were 50 cents. Never know. All right, so I made it back. I got a couple things at the rummage sale. Obviously, we just picked up that hat. Empty water bottle. Funny enough, going to an auction like in 4 hours. So I have to sit down, I have to edit a video. I want to mow the lawn, but that's just not gonna happen. I got a lot going on today, and then I think I'm going to another auction tomorrow. There's a lot going on, but this is the rummage sale video. Let's see what we even have here, because I don't even know what I really grabbed. Oh, I did buy that. See, I don't even remember what I bought. So I bought that that hat earlier. So this is what so let's get out of the sun. So this I spent $5 for. I actually had never heard of this company. It's called East Port or East Sport. No, it's East Port. So I have never heard of East Port Company, but I looked at it, I'm like, that is definitely a vintage hat. Like, they don't make stitching like this anymore. You might not be able to see it. Like, look at the embroidery, and well, I don't know what that was. Embroidery of the hat. Like, that is so, like, that's how they constructed it. To some people, they might be fascinated. To other people, they're like, yeah, it's a hat. No, but like, you think of it, there should be, I guess, 6 panels, right? You got 1 on the left, or maybe 5 panels. I don't know the number. But it's not structured in a way where it's parallel. It, like, cuts across there. Some of you might be interested. Some of you might be like, let's get on to the next thing. But anyway, $5. It is what it is. I don't think I'll ever find another hat like that. I bought this because, well, we had corn the other night, and I didn't have these. And I thought, oh, you know, it'd be great to have them. I had them when I was a kid. This, I don't know why I bought this bag. Cheap Joe's art stuff. Oh yeah, this was for the 3 for $1. Oh, they had 5 on this, but that must have been 5 at a yard sale. Because this was also 3 for $1. Like I said, it was 17 bucks in the store. You see these all the time now. This is actually a larger tray. And I guess they added the Walt Disney World like characters on the bottom left. Or maybe they are usually in it, but they're in the black and yellow. They're never in this color. Maybe I'm completely wrong. We have a cup for Brian. This is English pewter. I bought myself some marbles. Don't ask me what they're worth because I have no clue. And this Harley Davidson hat, which I guess somebody had also for $5. It's a really cool looking patch on the back. So that was cool for that stuff. Yeah, that was kind of bargain stuff. The other items, there's a guy in there who's buying all the fishing stuff in the sporting, so he beat me to all that stuff. This I got inside. This was my clothes, so this was all $2 each. This is, unfortunately, it's not a center swoosh, which would mean that the swoosh will be over there. It's over on the pocket, but it is a gray tag, made in USA Nike sweatshirt. So it's vintage. I don't know what it's worth because I'm not up to date with my Nike apparel. This was also $2. We have Grumpy. It's Grumpy. This is Disney, yeah, Walt Disney World 2XL. It's a baseball jersey. And I don't know what this is, but it still had the tag on it. I am not a soccer person by any means, but I know soccer jerseys are like all the rage right now with clothing apparel, at least sports jerseys. But yeah, whatever team that is, it's out there. Someone out there probably definitely knows. And then lastly, I bought all these vintage Ninja Turtles. These are the early 90s. I'm pretty confident. I think I looked at the bottom of one of these and it said 91 or 92. Those don't have them. That one doesn't have them. This guy does. So Playmates Toys. Now I gotta find his other Lego. It's hidden. It is 1991. So they are the older Ninja Turtles. I remember playing with these as a kid. Pretty cool. I'll see if my brother wants some. He was huge into Ninja Turtles. I was watching someone on, I think, Instagram, and they were at like a yard sale. It was like Instagram Reel. And he was at it was a estate sale, and they had all the Ninja Turtles out, and they were $2 a piece, the same era. And literally he just went swoop right into the bag. And I was like, are they really worth anything? Like opened Ninja Turtles that people played with? But I guess at $2 a piece, it's probably a good deal, especially like you can't go on eBay and buy it for $2. So a whole bag for $2 was a good deal. But yeah, it was fun. Thanks for tagging along. I think that's the last rummage sale for the summer. I guess now we gotta wait until the fall, but that'll be then. This is now. Hopefully you guys enjoy. If you guys enjoy, hit the like button, subscribe down below for more treasure hunts, more adventures. Until next time, have a great day. Keep living a dream. Peace.